Hey guys, so we bought a house, and unfortunately for you, we've already done a decent amount of the demo, but we are probably nowhere near done finding surprises for you guys to see, and we have a lot to put back together still and a lot to clean up. So I am going to take you through a tour of our house, and then you can follow along as we figure out what to do. We are starting right now. This is our guest bedroom. So far what we've done is we have taken out the carpets and taken off all the trim and washed and primed the walls in this room. This is what our floors look like currently. This is gonna be our bedroom eventually. So this was an addition. What I'm standing in right now was an addition. So we have some subfloor that's raised up a little bit. And then you are in the old part of the house where we have hardwood throughout the whole house, but we cannot keep any of it because a lot of the boards would need to be replaced for one, and for two, there's a lot of animal pee everywhere. The floors really smell, and there's also a couple different sections of hardwood, like what's in the living room is different from this bedroom and that bedroom. So just to make it easier, we are not going to keep the hardwood. We have like a little Harry Potter closet right here, and that is just our storage right now. When we were in the attic, we found two mid-century modern dressers that I really liked. So one of them is a longer one, and that one's still upstairs. And then the other one was, it's not this tall with 4 drawers, I think. So the drawers are in here. We also have a fireplace in here, because we have this fireplace mantle right here, and that's like an insert for it, and we're going to put that in the living room when we're done with that. This is our little closet. This bedroom, when we first started in here, was bright teal, and I'll show you. Okay, so that was the master bedroom color, very blue. In here we've done pretty much the same thing. We ripped out carpets. We have washed the walls, we have primed, we have taken off all the trim. The next step in here is going to be mop the floors and prime the floors with Kilz. We've done all of our painting so far with Kilz, the Kilz Restoration Paint. So we've already used 5 gallons of these, and we have 5 more. So I'm hoping that that covers the floors, and then eventually what we're going to do is vinyl plank. We found some that we like for that. My plan for here is I want to do beadboard, probably from like here down, and then wallpaper up top. So we're really not going to paint anything more in here yet because the actual color isn't going to go on this wall. It'll go underneath. So we're just going to get the smell out. This room doesn't smell that bad, actually. There's definitely areas like corners in the house where you're like, oh, that's really stinky. But we have the carpet out, and that makes the biggest difference. We filled up a 20-yard dumpster already because we had to tear some things out, which I will show you now. And this is our living room. So at one point there was carpet in here, and at one point it was very, very bright orange, which you can see in some corners. Right now what we have done in here is primed most of the walls. We've pulled out the carpet, and we put down some baking soda pet odor stuff because it smelled really bad. Yesterday, Evan and I came and we tore out all of the, a lot of the insulation from the basement. So we have a couple trash bags of that, and then a few more in a different area. This is our next step. At one point, right before this new framed out wall, there was a wall. And in that wall was a door because this used to be closed off, and there was a linen closet that they cut this out and turned this into where they put the fridge. And we decided that we were going to take the fridge out. The fridge is now going to go right here on the other side of this wall, and this will be our pantry and linen closet. So we have framed out the linen closet already, which is this on the opposite side. The linen closet is really only going to be like probably this deep. Some other things that we have had to do, you'll notice this wall is gutted. It was not gutted yesterday, 2 days ago, but we had to get that because our pipes are leaking, and you can see a little wet spot right here underneath the wall that we put up. And that is because these pipes are leaking somewhere, probably under in the basement still, and that is like causing it to bubble up over here. We will be probably redoing all of the plumbing. So now we're standing in my favorite room of the house, and this is our kitchen. It was our kitchen. I will show you, here will be pictures of what the kitchen once looked like. The reason that our kitchen now looks like this is because we had a leaky sink. Well, the sellers had a leaky sink, and I don't know how long they let it leak for, but I pulled up the laminate. There was laminate. It was like a big sticker laminate floor. I pulled that up, and there were 4 layers of wet, rotted out plywood underneath. This is what our subfloor was coming up as, and it is so wet that it's just cracking like graham crackers. Because that was all leaking, all of our bottom cabinets were rotted out. We have a fridge, and then we had to go buy new appliances, which we did, and those will be coming at the end of May once we are ready to move in. Let me show you some other weird little quirks about our cutie little kitchen. That is where a microwave went, and you might be thinking that's really weird because there's no outlet there, and that's because, correct, there's no outlet there. What they did was they pulled those wires out of the wall, and then they cut their microwave cord and just twisted the wires together and stuck it back up there. So we have an electrician is coming through and going to fix all the things in our kitchen. I have a plumber come through, and the plumber is going to fix all of our plumbing issues. At the same time, we have a contractor who's starting today. Today is May 5th. Today's May 5th. We've actually had this house for exactly a month, and we have gutted everything in a month. So our contractor is coming today because we have some structural issues in the basement that he needs to take care of, and some stuff outside. So when he's in, he's gonna do all of that for us, and then tack down our subfloor so we can at least, we'll have to probably move in at that point. So we'll at least have a clean slate in the kitchen. And if you're wondering what this is, there was a cabinet here, and we took down the upper cabinets, and there was a lot of mold behind that. This was probably the better news of all the little surprises that we have had, because what was going on here was there is a vent in the attic, in the roof, right over to that side. And at some point over time it had leaked, and everything back here had gotten wet, and then it got into the drywall. And there was a cabinet there, so it never dried out, and then we had black mold. But the good news is that was old water damage. So everything back there was dry when we tore it out, and it's been raining, so it's good, it's dry. It looks extra bad because I sprayed it with some mold killer stuff. So now we just need to get that cleaned out and patched so we can put it back together. Let me tell you what our timeline is. Our timeline, we bought it on, well, we bought it, gave them 30 days, so we must have bought it March 5th is when we closed. We got it April 5th. Today is May 5th. And we have to be in here by May 31st is when we have to be out of our apartment. So we have 1 month to get this place livable. It will not be done by the time we move in, and that is fine. But I think timeline-wise, after our contractors and the electricians and everybody comes through, we should have about 10 days. So the game plan is to get the 2 bedrooms livable, floors painted, you know, everything distinct. We also have 2 cats, and there, I have already said, is a lot of animal pee in this house. So we need to paint the whole house in Kills to get all the smell out so we can bring our cats in, and we will just put it together as we go. Let me give you guys like a layout idea for the kitchen. So what we're thinking is when we bought it too, there was like an island peninsula because it was connected here. And then it came, you know, the countertops came all the way around here, through here, and over. And that kind of made the space feel pretty small with this island here. And we had cabinets from our drywall patch all the way up over to this window, and then we had one cabinet here. And then in this corner was where our washer and dryer was, where their washer and dryer was. And there were some cabinets up there. Game plan for us now is fridge is gonna go here. And then we bought a stackable washer and dryer, and that is gonna go here. So we'll have fridge and washer and dryer. So I found some tile that I really like. It is this very like light, natural stone. It's not like cool tone and it's not warm. It's like, but it's not white either. It's a very soft, white, warm kind of tile. I'm thinking we're gonna start the counters about where, you know, the counters were. Run it through. Our stove is gonna stay about right here. We'll have a little bit more counter space, maybe a couple like little cabinets here, and then we're gonna move the dishwasher here, and then we'll have some more counter space, and then we're gonna have our sink probably right here, which is where the dishwasher used to be. We'll probably have another small cabinet next to the sink just to extend the counter space a little bit. Pardon my rudeness, guys. I didn't even show you where the bathroom was. It's right here. Here's my shower. You multitask. You can shower and poop at the same time. This is the height of luxury. Love the color choices. Love it. Love it. Here's our shower. And here's a really nice shower curtain. Not curtain, the holder. You know what I mean. Here's our toilet. And our sink. And me. So eventually, just like everything else in this house, we will be redoing the bathroom. That eventually is not gonna be right now because we are kind of maxed out on what we're doing right now. And I also haven't shown you upstairs yet, because when I was here the other day, it was still kind of dark and it was just me. And upstairs kind of scares me. This is upstairs. I'm 5'2", and I can palm the ceiling, which is good because my husband and I are both on the shorter side, so this is great for us. And this is gonna be his office. So that concludes our house tour. I hope you like it. And I'm really excited to make it look cute and less stinky. Follow along with us and hopefully you can see it turn cute. If it doesn't turn cute, that's gonna be really embarrassing for us. But yeah, so see you later.